Hello everybody and welcome to Innocent Just Plays Hearts of Iron 4. Today I'm joined by my friend Kyle. Hey Kyle.
Hello, Walter. Hello. How are you?
We're going to do a series here where I'm going to teach Kyle a little bit of playing Hearts of Iron 4. We've dabbled a little bit with it last week, but today we're going to go into the deep with the Soviet Union. Speaking of which, let's start. We're going to play on regular difficulty and historical AI focus.
Ooh.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Apologies to everyone that I'm a little noobish to this, so give me a little bit of a break here as I figure out what's happening. I'm very excited. I'm new to grand strategy for the most part, so this will be an interesting experience for me.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. The Soviet Union will give us a lot of options to go which kind of way we want to go.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm gonna make you the main general, kind of. You're gonna call all the shots, and I'm just gonna guide you through all the decisions and give you kind of a bit of perspective. How does that sound to you?
It sounds great. I have an Order of Stalin badge sitting next to me on my desk. I put it on the camera, but it's I think pinned to my wall. So, oh, actually, there it is. Order of Stalin badge. Look, I'm already ahead on the list.
Good job, comrade.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so where do you want to start today, Kyle? We have different things we have to do. A national focus, research, industry.
Okay, well, I love industry. That is that's what keeps me awake, or wakes me up in the morning. So I love industry. Let's do some industry. I know we got to purge some people too, because those Trotskyists, they're reigning some heck in our empire here. So
we have a current plot, is Trotsky plotting against us national spirit, which gives us a minus 20% national unity. And national unity is the number of how much percentage of your country pretty much they have to occupy before you surrender. And we don't want to surrender to those, what is it? Bolshevik?
Well...
Oh no, we are Bolsheviks, right?
We're Bolsheviks,
right.
Yeah.
Those capitalistic fascist pigs and those kinds of things.
This is tricky. He's just a traitor, and we need to get him out. He opposes one nation Stalinism, so he doesn't like communism in one nation. He wants it globally, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So
we need to get it to motherland first. So
exactly.
Let's pick him out.
So let's start improving the motherland with some good old Soviet factories. How about we build some extra factories?
Let's do it. So I need to go up to construction. No, I need to go to production tab.
Construction is where you build the factories. Shortcut T.
Okay, got it. Okay, I'm in here now. And so we hope this is good for people, especially that are new playing the game, because as you're going to see, I'm super noobish. Walter and I played a little bit in the past to get me semi-familiar with it, but I've not actually played any real game. So bear with us and hopefully you find this useful.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit slow, especially in the beginning. But if you're not really familiar with the game, this can be quite useful because we're going over things in a little bit more detail than most other players might actually do.
Yeah, thank goodness, because otherwise I'd be dead. So
got your back, Kyle.
Thank you. Keep those Trotskyites away. So I'm looking at the construction tab. So we need to get some of these factories up and running, and I kind of remember semi how to do this. We've got our military factory button, and I know that we need to look for some regions that can support them. And if I remember last time, we put some on to the east of Moscow for more historical reasons, so they don't get bombed right away or anything like that. Yeah,
so you have the map with all the green and the blue. The blue is are states that are full with factories, they can't support anymore. And the green is still place where you can build them. Dark green means more place.
Okay, so to get to that, I actually need to click on the military factory button.
Yeah.
So, okay, got that up. My map is showing green and all kinds of things like that. So you said blue means they can't support anymore. They're maxed.
Yeah, they're maxed out.
Leningrad has 10 out of 10, and you're going to find that my Russian pronunciation is very poor. So
mine as well, so don't worry.
Yaroslav only has 1 out of 5. Oh, I clicked it, so apparently
that's no problem.
Means getting an extra. So I put one there, right?
You
Just by
can
clicking
right
it?
click again to remove the construction from there.
Oh, good.
That's
Thank
no problem.
goodness. So, do we want to put maybe 5 there? Is that a good idea?
So what we're looking for places, where do you want to place your factories? There are actually a couple of factors that go into that.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, since we're playing as Soviet Union, we know that Germany is going to waltz into here with their tanks and try to act like they own the place. And with that in mind, it might be wise for us to place them around the east of Moscow, like Yaroslav itself, for example.
Yeah.
And then the
that
second
looks good.
thing that we have to take in account is the infrastructure level in that province. For example, Yaroslav has an infrastructure of 5 out of 10, which you can see on the 50% below with the railway track in the
right,
Yaroslav
okay.
province. And the higher that is, the faster the factories get built. So you want to build them as much in high infrastructure provinces as you can.
So we want high infrastructure provinces. So
And as Russia, we don't have many that have more than 50, so 50 is about okay, I would say.
right, especially for this region. I think last time we saw, oh yeah, like there's a 70 in Kharkov. But I don't know if we want to go down there. That seems like it's going to be too close to our front.
Well, another place that actually has 60% infrastructure is Kazan, a little bit further to the east of Moscow.
Well, I'm okay with either. Let's. Well, and how many do we need to build? So we have 24 out of 42.
That is our civilian factories, and of them we have 42 civilian factories, and right now 24 of them are busy producing toasters as consumer goods for our population.
Nothing
Those
like
toasters.
Soviet toasters.
And so that means we still have 18 available for us to construct other things. So we can construct civilian factories so we can produce more factories later on, or we can construct military factories to get the equipment so that we can conquer the civilian factories from others.
Okay, well, let's maybe build the military factories then. 'Cause
I
love
would
to
agree.
Let's conquer some people and take their factories. Why build what we can take? Is
Yeah.
my motto.
And I would say just go ahead and place them wherever you think is the good one. There is no real bad answer. Quick tip, shift click makes the whole province full with military factories in one go.
Okay, well, I clicked manually, so at least I added, we're now at 5 out of 5 in Yaroslav. It's got the blue line, so that means it's going to be full by the time that they're done being built. So that's our visual indicator.
Yeah, and you can now see on the left that it's has assigned 15 out of 15 factories to construct them.
Now, where does it say that? You said on the left? Oh, right there. Okay, got it.
And that means 15 is the maximum amount of factories you can use to build a factory. And that still means we have 3 factories left, so it would be wise to queue up some extra.
Now, wait, how many factories can we build in total military-wise left? And how do I get that info?
So
we are 15 out of 15
for the military
civilians to build
factories.
the military. Yep.
And in the top left, you see 39 out of 42, right?
Yes.
That's the civilian factories we're using currently. We own 42.
Yep.
24 are being used by consumer goods. 15 by Yaroslav for things. That means we have 3 left that we can still assign somewhere.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, okay. So do we have an actual cap on how many military factories, or do we just have a cap on how many civilian factories can be used to build military?
Well, we only have a select amount of civilian factories, and that is pretty much our cap of our construction speed. For the rest, you can fill up your whole country with military factories, and you can literally queue it up, and it will automatically go down the list in the queue by constructing more and more and more. So it would be wise to just construct a lot of them, because we're going to probably want to construct a lot of them, just so that we don't have to look at it later again.
Right. Okay, so do we want to say that we max out Gorky there as well, or Kazan?
Sure. Or
let's
do both, I would say.
Okay, so I'm going to shift left click on Gorky.
There you go.
Great. And then also on Kazan too.
Yeah.
We can easily undo this. So.
And I will add just a couple more in other places.
We can get real click happy. Wow. Okay. I like. Oh, this This is progress, everyone.
We want factories. And I selected a couple with 60% and one in Moscow with 80%. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the one in Moscow the highest priority by shift-clicking on the arrow that leads up, which brings it immediately to the top. And the reason why in Moscow they're going to get produced faster because it has 80% infrastructure. So we want that as fast as possible, since we're going to build there anyway.
So our industrial rate there also explains how quickly that factory gets built to begin with?
So every factory, civilian factory that is assigned to it, will give a certain amount of production to it. And there are a couple of modifiers that makes it go faster. And the top right, you can see a plus 10%. That's our current extra construction speed based upon one of our exportation laws. But there are also technologies that will increase the speed you build it. And every factory adds... I forgot how much it exactly was. Because if you hover over the empty bar underneath the 1515, there is a whole readout of how it gets built and how fast. So every factory has an output of 5. We have a construction speed. In total, 15 factories is 75 output, and so on and so on. And you can also see how the state infrastructure mixes with that.
I am already confused, and I love it. This is great.
It will become clearer the more you play it. But for now, I would say we're done with the construction of things.
I think we need to set a national focus at some point, because I like that.
Let's go straight to it then.
I know how to do this, at least.
Well, there are a couple of ways we can go. We can go for more civilian factories, which literally adds more factories in our country that we can use to produce more things. We can go for the Stalin Constitution, which gives us some political power. With that, we can hire new advisors, which give us bonus, for example, to constructing factories. Or getting extra bonuses on our tanks that are researched with that company. Or we can go for the Great Purge to get rid of that Trotsky plot.
I really hate that we got Trotskyites in our country. I mean, that just bothers me on a fundamental level. But we did that last time, and it's a longer one to go to. It's completion time's 210 days. Do we maybe, should we go in a different direction this time just to spice it up a bit? Do we maybe work towards getting our extra research slot, something like that, from the 5-year plans?
That's absolutely a strong thing, but there is something I want you to consider. Are you an aggressive leader, Kyle?
Yes, traditionally.
Because when we do the purge, after the purge is finished, for 583 days, we will have a thing that is called Officers Purged. Our Navy, our air and land forces will be completely depleted from officers by all the righteous killings. Let's keep it at that. Yeah. And after that, we will have to deal with that. Now, the longer we wait with the purge, the longer into the game that negative effect will also happen, even into the fact of when we are fighting Germany, and we don't want that. But there's a small solution to that. As a true leader, you understand that if you go to war, then you can draft a lot of extra military men maybe into the army and fill up those gaps. But you have to be at war. And that is in the Lessons of War focus. That's further down the line. And
I see that. Okay.
To get to that focus, it needs to be either after the 1st of January 1941, or we must have been in a war. And then when we complete that focus, the negative effects from the purge will be completely gone. So if we go that route, fabricate a claim on a country, invade it for righteous reasons, then we can get rid of the negative penalty from the purge really quickly, which is quite strong.
We don't fabricate things here.
People
just hate us.
We kind of have to.
Don't tell them. They're listening. Okay, I'm good to go with the Great Purge. I mean, it seems very noble. So I think we start that.
Go ahead.
Because I also, you know me, I love quote-unquote fabricating things. So, that's a good strategy. Now, do we need to change up any of our laws or government here. I think these are all pretty good, what we've got.
Unfortunately, we
Volunteers.
can't. They're not good. They're not great. But we don't have any political power right now. Our political capital is too low for us to change any of that. But
Got it.
once it reaches 150, we can change some things there. We definitely will, because they are potent bonuses in there.
Very good. Now, we're going to try and keep these episodes to about 20 minutes here pop. So we're reaching about 15 in this one. So I think we'll maybe just finish setting up some of our basics, and then we'll put a little cut here, and we'll come back with some more content later. But maybe we work on our research next?
Yeah, sounds
Get some
like a
things lined
great
up?
idea.
Okay, so I'm in this tab, select some research.
We have 3
Uh,
different research slots. That means we can research 3 different things at the same time. And there are a lot of things to research, so we have to make some choices, unfortunately.
So I'm going to go to select, and I remember us talking before that industry is a really good one. So on the far right,
More
we
production
were
is
missing-
more guns, is
Oh.
more killing.
let's see. Okay, so looking through all these, we got engineering as well. Oh, engineering, I remember liking this one because that meant our research time went down when we were studying stuff.
Absolutely.
So maybe I can toss in some, the first thing here, electronic mechanical engineering.
Yeah, that gives us a 2% discount, and that's always worth it. It's probably one of the techs that everybody always picks first.
We live in an age when boy, I'm talking too much. Electrical machines can no longer only warm and light us, but can help us think and communicate. So let's do that. We are smart people.
We are such smart.
Yeah, we are such smart. I can flip into a whole crappy Russian accent that could last me for days. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but maybe we do some production, because then we can get our production efficiency cap increased by 10%.
Yeah, and why that's good we will go into a little bit later. But trust me, for now, it's good to get that.
Then let's do it. A variety of newly developed milling machines can be used in military production. So perfect. We'll start studying that one. And now we've got 1 slot left.
And this is the
land
difficult one.
doctrine's fun.
You can go for construction, which is also in the industry tab, and what that will do, it will give us an extra 10% construction speed on our factories, which means we will push out more factories faster. But the other one,
construction.
what you said, the land doctrine, is indeed also a pretty good one. And the reason why is, if you see in the industry tab, some of them are like not gated, but they are on a specific timeline. And the further you go ahead of the timeline, the harsher the penalty will be. It will increase the research time by 100% for every year that it is ahead of you in time. So if it's 6 months in time ahead of you, you still have to do 50% extra work on it. But the Doctrine tree doesn't have any of that. So from the beginning, you can go completely deep into it without ever suffering any research penalties, which will then lead you to free tech research later on in the game when time has passed further and you will not suffer so many ahead of time penalties.
Very good. Well, you know, since that's not a time penalty sort of thing, and we can select a lot now without breaching our historical focus in years, maybe we should go with that construction one first. It fits our goal for the moment. I like it. You get a 10% construction speed and plus 10% factory repair speed. So that could be a good one.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's do that one. I like this. Okay, so we got those guys lined up. We're good on research for the moment. What else do we need to queue up? We got some free military factories. Let's maybe try and line these bad boys up.
Yeah, but we'll go into that next episode. I think we've discussed a lot for now. And next episode, we're gonna go put all the factories to work and see a little bit more how that works. But until then,
indeed.
Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy our series. Go watch Kyle's perspective as well on his channel. We'll link it down below. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.